What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you guys having a great day so far. Today, we are on the test server here, and we will be taking a first look at the brand new free loyalty champion as part of the Echoes of Oz campaign, and that's going to be Dorothy Gale coming from the Banner Lords here. She's super green. Notice how she really stands out here. Amazing aesthetics here. I really like her general design. I love the floating Toto. I love the little aura around her. And then even down to her shoes, she has the wings. That's very nice detail in this overall design. Now, something new here that we weren't aware of is her base stats. Base stats here, very strong base stats. Almost 23k base HP with 109 base speed to start. Arbiter is 110, and the fastest champion in the game is 115. So 109 is definitely top tier. And a little bit of accuracy to boot, and she does need accuracy in her kit. Let's take a look at her kit here real quick. If you guys were unaware, the A1 has a 100% chance when fully booked of removing a random buff from the target, as well as a 100% chance of landing a weaken. Very solid. The A2 on a 3-turn cooldown when fully booked has a 100% chance of landing decreased defense and decreased accuracy. Both the A1 and A2 are very simple, solid abilities. She can put decreased defense and weaken on one target, as well as decrease accuracy, meaning that debuffs have a hard time landing on your own team. But her big ability here is her A3. On a 4-turn cooldown when fully booked, it's an AoE attack. It steals all buffs from all enemies, applies a buff spread, taking all the buffs from this champion, placing them on all allies, and then she places a stun on all enemies. In some situations, this is very strong. And then she also has Oz Unity, which enhances this ability the more Oz allies she has in her team. One Oz ally means she cannot land a weak hit with this skill. 2 Oz allies means this skill cannot be put on cooldown. And 3 Oz allies means this skill will ignore effects of any enemy polymorph blessings. These are all great bonuses, and of course, we know each of the Oz allies so far. They all look very good, so it shouldn't be too hard to put them together to make the best out of this ability. She is the only Echo of Oz champion that has any kind of Oz synergy or Oz partnerships that benefit their own abilities. So we could say she is like a faction unity champion or a friendship unity champion, I guess. And her passive also very strong. Whenever this champion is killed, all allies team out to attack the enemy that killed her. Whenever this champion is revived, instantly activates her A3. So it's instantly will strip everybody, spread the buffs, and then stun everyone. So it's very strong passive ability. And then she also gains passive stats here for every ally turn taken and every enemy turn taken. She's going to grow her HP and grow her base speed up to 30%. These are significant stats, especially with her high base HP and high base speed. She's going to be very fast and very tanky. And to cap it all off, she comes in with a speed in all battles, perfect for a free champion. Just a general, very strong aura, very useful aura. So now we know everything about Dorothy Gale. I'm going to show you guys the build I got her in. We're going to take her into some content, and then we'll see how well she performs. So this is my Dorothy Gale, guys. She is going to be in a PvE-centric build. Now, her kit definitely could play in PvP, mainly for this ability, the A3 ability, but I don't think her overall kit is that suited for PvP. Mainly just this is A3. But her kit is very strong as a strong support for PvE. Now, this is the build I got her in. We are focusing in on getting extra turns so that she can cycle back to this ability as quickly as possible. This is on a 4-turn cooldown, so it's not ideal. Ideally, you want it down to a 3-turn or earlier. So that's what we're aiming for with this kit. We got a Relentless set, as well as an Impulse set. If you don't have an Impulse set, you can definitely just use any other random set that gives her speed and accuracy. But the Impulse set is going to give her a chance to reduce the cooldown of a random skill by 1 turn. You could also use a 4-piece Merciless set if you can string that together. The Relentless set is going to give her an 18% chance of getting extra turn, which is really nice. And then for the accessories, we just mishmashed a bunch of accuracy and speed accessories. Total stats on her to 332 speed, 110 base HP. 110 HP, and then 550 accuracy. 550 accuracy is pretty overkill for most PvE content. Shoot for 300, 400, depending on what kind of progress you have on your account. And as a support champion, generally she wants to be much faster than your DPS champions. So in this case, she is 332 speed. As for relic, we did choose the Perch Shadow here. Perch Shadow is really good at, again, giving you extra turns whenever you have cooldowns on your non-primary abilities. So here we have 18% chance of getting extra turn if her skills are on cooldown. She's using her A1. Another relic that's going to actually be pretty good is the Golden Elixir. A little bit of healing can go a long way for this champion because she does not bring any healing in her kit. So I definitely recommend something like that. As for the gemstone choices, you can definitely take gemstones that can help her with gaining accuracy when landing her crowd control, or more benefits from landing crowd controls, for example. Any kind of turn meter stuff would be really, really nice. So I did go with these two legendary gemstones here. As for the blessing, so blessing here for Dorothy Gale, we do have the 5-star blessing for her available in the Dorothy Chase. Make sure you guys get that. That's super important. That's like the most important thing you can possibly do as a brand new account, to be honest. You have to, you're getting access to a legendary champion, a good legendary champion with a 5-star soul. Make sure you guys pick that up. We are going with the brimstone here. That's going to help us out with some boss damage, PvE damage. Good thing about the 5-star is that it is protected, so it does not get cleansed off. It's also 60% chance of landing, which is really, really good. To fully book her, it costs 11 books. Now, books, she needs the books. She needs the books. She needs the cooldown reduction on the A2 and the A3. Otherwise, this is a 6-turn cooldown, and then this is a 5-turn cooldown. Basically unusable. You maybe can skip books on her A1. If you land all the books on the A2, A3, you can save 3 books by not booking this out. But hey, if you book this out, it's a 100% chance to land the weekend, which is actually pretty okay. But 11 books, definitely worth booking. She's a great champion. Going for the masteries here. Again, this is PvE mastery set. We did go with Life Drinker and we did go with War Master. This gives the opportunity for her to heal up a little bit, especially against bosses. We did take Cycle of Magic, so she gets an opportunity to get the A2, A3 back quickly. And we did go with Master Hexer. She does land 3 different debuffs, so you will get some additional value from the Master Hexer. She doesn't cast any buffs herself, so lasting gift's not going to be any good. We just ended up taking Spirit Haste here for some additional speed just in case, and we just took some accuracy down the support side. I think for PvE content, this is a pretty strong build. Other options for PvE is a regeneration set would be really cool. That just means you won't be taking advantage of her on kill effect because she probably won't die very often if you're taking a regeneration set. You can also build her out with some resistance. I found some resistance on her actually worked pretty decently. For PvE content, you want to shoot for 300, 400 resistance, but it really depends on what kind of progress level you're at. But if you can't spare any stats, the only thing you want on her is speed, accuracy, and then HP. Speed, accuracy, and HP, and she comes out of the box with lots of those stats. Lots of HP, lots of speed, and lots of accuracy already. 20 accuracy here, 109 base speed, and 23k base HP. Makes it easy so that you can scale those up, right? So make sure you guys stack her with all of that. Doesn't matter what kind of sets you have on her. She's a really, really good champion, especially as you're progressing through the game. All right, enough talk. Let's bring her into some content and see what she can do. All right, guys, I just slapped this team together here. It's a pretty cohesive team, and it works really, really well. We got 2 damage dealers here. Remember that Dorothy is actually an AoE decreased defense champion with a weaken on the A1. So she can actually really elevate your damage dealers. So she's in here. We got 2 damage dealers here with the Lion, and then we got Taras in here. Taras is going to smack big time because he's got the 6-star crushing rend. We got an ally attack here with the Lady Mikage. She's also going to provide a crit damage buff. And then we have Mavar here, and she's going to bring the revive. She also has fervor, which synergizes really well with the fervors from the Lion. She's going to offer some healing and some increased resistance for the entire team. So we're going to just watch this entire run in action, full auto. We are on hard 10 dragon, but yeah, definitely you guys can scale down your own, own account based on your own progress, right? So pretty cool there. We got the house falling down, and that's going to stun everybody because it's a giant house. We have decreased defense and the decreased accuracy out from Dorothy. Very, very nice. A1 with the weekend. Again, chipping in there. And then let's see here. That's going to be it. We're going to head to the boss. Make short work of the boss here. 40 seconds to the boss. We got the weekend coming out first. Since she's the leader, she's going to fire off that A1 first with the weekend around the boss. That's nice. Taras really benefiting from this group because of all the buffs, of course. Counterattack, laying the smack down here. We do have the fervor buffs also up, which is just going to land more and more of those extra attacks. There's the protected brimstone. That's going to deal lots of damage against the dungeon bosses. So again, Make sure you guys grab that 5-star soul from Dorothy, the Dorothy Chase. There we go. A bunch of the counterattacks going off, fervor going off, decreased defense right there. It's going to take one more smack, and I think that's going to be it for this dragon. Who's going to get the finishing smack? Is it going to be Dorothy? And it is the house. Well, not really. The house fell and then the fervor buff triggered. So not too bad there. We got through it in about 90 seconds. Pretty strong overall team. So if she's able to constantly cycle through her stuns and AoEs, she can definitely just control a wave all by herself. You don't necessarily need somebody like Mavara in there just as an extra reviver. Let's check her out in the clan boss here, and we're going to use the same team. I think this team's going to actually perform pretty well. So here we go. We're hopping into Ultra Nightmare clan boss. It is Void Affinity right now. And for the purposes of this fight, I did turn off her A3 because her A3 is not really going to do much against the boss. Yes, it can steal the plus attack and spread it to everybody, but we don't need that. And her A1 does remove the plus attack from the clan boss. So we're just going to let it ride here. Otherwise, we did turn off Mikage's transform ability, so that's one thing. Let's see how much damage this group of champions can do. 353 million damage here. Damage pretty split, split pretty evenly with Taras and the Lion. Yeah, and Dorothy pitching in with 42 million damage. That's going to come from her Brimstone, guys. That's how crazy her Brimstone is. And of course, War Master and stuff. Lady Mikage pitching in with War Master. And then all of this, all these champions are going to do extra damage because of the fervor buffs and the counterattacks from the Lion, right? But this is a really good showing with basically just 2 damage dealers, raw damage dealers here. Of course, we have counterattack, fervor, ally attacks, and then we have decreased defense and weaken here. Dorothy definitely providing a lot of utility for this group. For any kind of starter or progression account, she's going to offer a lot. Like I said, at the very minimum, decreased defense and weaken is covered for the boss. Really, really nice. Let's hop into another area where I think she's going to absolutely excel, and that's going to be Faction Wars. We're in hard Faction Wars here, part of the Battle Wars, of course. Let's jump into this. We're on stage 21. We have this group. This is from my roster here. I do run sorry, I forgot her name. Ursula. Ursula is very, very important for this faction because she does bring the revive. I have her super tanky, or as tanky as I can make her. And then I did have a golden elixir on her. Let's put that back on her. And then I do run Stone Skin because she does get hit right away, I believe, on wave 2, and then she can get feared, which is really bad. So I want her to have that protection. Stone Skin protection. We have 2 damage dealer here, Taras and Edward. Both of them do quite well. And then we have this additional support here with Androck. And we have Dorothy. Dorothy is going to be really, really strong here. Decreased defense. She's going to speed up the waves here. We're going to do it manual, I think, just so we can showcase some of the abilities. Dorothy's going to come in here. Let's go decrease defense on everybody. Perfect. And then, yeah, let's just chill a bit. And let's see. Edward, pop. Fortunately, didn't kill anybody. We kill him off. Nope. Increase defense, and then we're getting stripped. Oh no, we're getting stripped. Okay, perfect. The thing is, there's a lot of buffs out there. There's a lot of buffs. There's a lot of buffs out there for stealing. Let's test it out here. All right. A lot of buffs for stealing. Here comes the house. And oh, plop. Look at all those buffs came right back to us. That's really nice. I gotta say, that's really nice. Unfortunately, she did weak hit against the Elva here. We don't have an Oz ally. But man, she stole what? She stole block debuffs, increased speed, plus attack, plus accuracy, and then spread to everybody. We didn't steal the Veil. We didn't steal the Veil, eh? I wonder if Veil is not stealable. That's the other thing I'm thinking about here. I didn't know if that's a thing. Is Veil usually stealable? I don't really remember. You guys let me know in the comments below if you guys been affected by that. But hey, we didn't steal Veil on anybody here. Let's keep going with the manual play. And okay, I think we're just gonna kill everybody here. Pop, pop. And weaken. Extra turn. Let's kill him. Nope, not quite. Taras comes in, kills everybody. Okay, let's do this wave. This wave is pretty tough, mainly because of this Tetsuya and it's this Jin Wang. This Jin Wang is very annoying. Let's start with the decreased defense, decreased accuracy, and it lands. That's great. How about decreased attack for everybody? Perfect. So there we go. That Tetsuya doing crazy stuff now. And Edward's going to come in here. Let's push the Terminator back on him. Try to kill him off. Okay, Dorothy, watch. Maybe she will die here. If she dies, watch everybody counterattack. It's going to be amazing. Will she die? Come on, you guys can kill her off. I want her to die. Can we do it? Okay, we got a little bit of healing. Come on, you guys can kill her off. Oh, she got the heal off. Okay, can we get a full steal here? This is a lot of buffs to steal. Can we do it? Oh my god, we can do it. Oh no, resisted. Oh no, they resisted? How's that possible? I find that a little bit strange. Maybe I'm missing a passive or something from somebody. Here we go. The ally attack when she dies. Check it out. That's so cool. Did you guys see that? She died, and then that Jin Won got smacked. I'm very surprised how come I got resisted on that steal there. But then she got revived, and here comes the A3. Boom! Steal everything, stun everybody. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? Maybe it's because the stun happened. Actually, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how that works. How come we got resisted? I'm not too sure. We have plenty of accuracy. I don't think we have decrease. Maybe we did have decreased accuracy. Maybe. Maybe we did. All right, let's get through this wave. To be honest, this is probably one of the easiest times I've had fighting through this wave. Manual or otherwise. This is a really tough wave. Yeah, let's start with a decreased defense here, decrease accuracy. We're going to try veil up. All right, we do got a little bit of resist here. So we resisted a little bit of it. It's good. Because of Androck, I'm sure. Here we go. I forgot if the boss steals buffs. True Fear, revives, Berserk decrease, increase crit rate, increase crit damage. Okay, maybe we'll try to steal the increased crit rate, increased crit damage. Let's go for the weekend on the A1. There we go. Lands the weekend with the protected brimstone. Very nice. Extra turn as well. Let's land the weekend on that one. Here it comes. And big hits. No dice. Big slam here from Taras. Single target, big slam. Hit. Oh, Edward stole everything. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And let's go decrease defense again, decrease accuracy. Brimstone, there you go. Brimstone damage, guys. Super important. That's going to be it. I mean, it makes it way more smooth. Way more smooth. She's an insane support. Just makes this so smooth. Also speeds up the run because she lands the AoE decrease defense. Previously, I was like using Stagnite. But Stagnite doesn't bring enough. Dorothy brings way more than Stagnite here. And here you can see how much damage Dorothy is pitching in. 1.1 million damage here just from Brimstone alone. All right, guys. And the last place I want to show her in this video is against some PvP content. Now, we're not going to use the same build that we were showcasing earlier in this video because that build I don't think is going to be too PvP centric. So I totally switched up her build here. We got a brand new build. And I think this is an okay build for Arena. I don't think necessarily she works the best in 9-piece Mercurial, but 9-piece Mercurial is like just a good general default. Maybe something like Supersonic might work well for her. One-turn Stone Skin, just as fast as possible also could work. We did go with the Wand of Submission here just to protect her a little bit because she does land a bunch of debuffs. In terms of Blessing, we did go for Polymorph here. You can definitely go with the Intimidating Presence for Banner, even Temporal Chains, or even something like Life Harvest would all work very well on her. In terms of the masteries, I did switch them up as well. We did go down to Eagle Eye, and that's going to be our most powerful tier 6 mastery. Went with turn meter stuff, extra A1s, extra chance to get her A2, A3 back. A little bit of healing here, also very good. So that's going to be the build here. Like I said, it's not fully optimized, just a build to get her into some PvP content so that she can contribute there. Total stats on this build, 105,000 HP, 346 speed with 540 Accuracy, a little bit low on the accuracy, to be honest. Might not be super successful, but we'll see how well this performs. So let's jump in here against this team here. We do have the lockout champion. We're going to run the lion. So she does have the one ally bonus, which means she will not weak hit. Let's see how well she performs in this group. All right, let's jump into here. And let's see if we can lock them out. We lock out everybody except for Freya. Okay, can we do decrease defense? She has the cleanse, right? So perhaps, well, let's see if we can land decrease defense. We do. One gets resisted, so that kind of sucks. And let's do the counterattack here with the fervor stuff. So she's going to go with the cleanse. We get the block debuffs up. Maybe we can steal some of this, right? Maybe we can steal some of these buffs. Let's have a look. Counterattack here. Counterattack there. Very nice. The lion hopping in. All right, let's see if we can steal some of their stuff. One time speed. We can't steal stone skin, I think. I don't think. Oh, wait. No, sorry. We can steal stone skin, but we cannot spread stone skin. I'm pretty sure. Let's see how this works. One time speed. We won't weak hit. We don't. We get resisted a bunch. That kind of sucks. And the steal did not happen. How come this did we just get resisted the whole way? Was that what happened? Did we just get resisted the whole way? Or is the steel dependent if they have block debuffs? I'm actually slightly confused. I thought the steal would happen. Huh. Okay. Not 100% sure. Seems like a slightly weird interaction there. Let's see if I can remove her buffs. All right, so 100% chance to remove buffs. Obviously, accuracy check, so it might be difficult to do that. Yeah, we got resisted there, so that kind of sucks. Oh, that's kind of nice. The counterattack with their A1 gives her an opportunity to steal the buffs, or not steal the buffs, but remove the buffs. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Let me try to steal her buff again. I might not work. Here's tornado and resisted. Okay, so we are getting resisted. Did I get full resisted there? I just want to try that again. Seems kind of strange. Okay, lockout. And okay, let's just try to steal this stone skin. I don't think it's going to happen. No, we get double resisted here. So that no well resisting us. So it's possible that we just got resisted. So that's a little bit unfortunate. All right, let's try this team. There's Sifi here, Sifi block damage. There could be some buffs that we could steal. Steal and stun. Let's see, lock them out. And we get slapped by Taras. Shut him down. Decrease defense. Counterattacks. His block damage. Let's see if we can steal his block damage. That would be kind of cool. Okay. One time speed. And we spread the block damage. That's the other thing. Oh, we do. We stole it and we spread the block damage. Oh, that's gross. It's very gross. It's very gross, guys. This time, no doubt about it. Very, very gross. Let's see what else. Looking for buffs to steal. This guy. I think this guy has a lot of buffs, but he also has this Donatello, which has really, really good resistance. A little bit of a pain here. Can we bring in somebody else that can help? We need increase accuracy here. How about we bring in Talena here. We're gonna gear out a little bit. All right, let's try. Might not be enough accuracy actually, even with increased accuracy. So we'll try it out. Let's see. Okay, so he actually goes first. Oh, Mavara's passive probably cut him in. Let's go with the increase accuracy and lockout. Everybody gets locked out except for Donatello. That sucks. Okay, so we have Dorothy here. Can she steal this Solinar stuff? Or should we save the steal? Donatello, also very tough. No weak hits. Let's give it a try. Why not? And can we get anything? We do stun him. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. Counterattacks. Turn meter up. Decreased defense. Only landing on the Solinar. Everybody else seemingly has pretty good resistance. For A1's weak hitting, so it can't remove any of the buffs. And can we hit? Oh, we killed ourselves on the magma shield. Oh, gross. So that's not gonna work. Not really Dorothy's fault or anything, just the team is a little bit tanky. All right, let's see how it handles a bunch of damage dealers. Not too much supports here. Pretty sure the control from her is going to be good enough. Let's see if we can lock them out. Yes, we do. All right, we're going to try to steal a stone skin again from these guys. 1 time speed. Can it happen? No, does not happen. It's not guaranteed to always happen, so a little bit unfortunate there. Counterattacks. Oof. That was a pretty hard hit there. Okay. Poisons. Decrease defense. Decrease. Kill everybody. There we go. Okay, well. Actually, it would be interesting to see if Dorothy's passive would trigger if she is block revived. It's a little bit hard to test. But I think that would be an interesting question. Like, for example, if the Empress killed Dorothy with the block revive, does her passive trigger? I don't think it would. All right, let's bring her in against this team. Again, Sifi's here, so maybe we can steal some buffs. We are going to lock them out. And let's go with decreased defense here. Counterattacks here. Ooh, did you see that? The fear from the lion? Very nasty. Very, very nasty stuff. Okay. Can we get the steal off? Okay, so now there's a lot of stuff here. Can we steal all of this? Yes, we do. And we stun everybody. Amazing. And then smash. I mean, that works out pretty well. Crazy. It's a crazy ability when it goes off. And the big thing about her is that you're going to need a ton of accuracy, right? It depends on your account and where you are and what you're doing, but you're going to need a ton of accuracy. You can kind of see I was struggling a little bit with even 540 accuracy, struggling against some of those teams. I know some of you guys don't like these showcases with really end game gear, but honestly, it's like it really depends on what you're playing against in the showcase. If I'm playing against really, really strong end game players with end game teams, then yes, I need some end game gear, end game stats to fight against these, these players and these teams, right? Otherwise, I'm just going to get rolled over and nothing's going to happen. You guys won't get any info on what is happening. But I wouldn't be discouraged if you guys can't reach these stats. It obviously depends on the regression of your own account. So just scale down your expectations based on where you are in the game. So anyways, in conclusion here, Dorothy Gale, I think she's actually a really, really strong champion. I think she's more catered towards PvE content. Now, Nubkex brought up something really, really important in the test server chat. And he basically said that against Tection, this ability where it says, if you have one Oz ally and she cannot land a weak hit with this skill, a lot of people think that with one ally, she will not weak hit, and then she will steal the poison cloud and all that stuff from Tection, but apparently it does not work. Tection will override this one Oz ally condition. I'll show you guys in practice here if I can find a Tection. I'm actually a little bit surprised that I don't see a Tection anywhere here. Just gonna give it another couple refreshes, but I don't see any Tections. As you can clearly see, the options are pretty limited on what I can fight. But yeah, I don't see any Tections. But anyways, guys, as I was saying, her passive, not her passive, her skill, her faction unity's Oz ally skill, it says it cannot land weak hits with this skill, but Tection's poison cloud will shut this down, and she will weak hit into the poison cloud. If she's enfeebled, it will also be a weak hit. So she cannot have her one Oz ally bonus go through Poison Cloud, or if she has Enfeeble. All right, guys. So that's some extra random, I don't know, inconsistent stuff from Plarium, but Plarium says it's not a bug and that's intended. So unfortunately, she's not your Tecteon counter that everyone was hoping for. And again, that further reinforces the idea that she's more a PvE champion than a proper PvP champion. But hey, she's great. She's great for that role. And of course, she's going to be awesome everywhere. In my opinion, very, very strong champion. One of the best free champions ever, given to us, considering the strength of her kit is very, very strong. Very solid abilities, will definitely be helpful in a lot of different areas. And even her passive, very, very cool, very interesting passive. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this showcase or kind of first play test here of Dorothy Gale. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I might put out another video on Dorothy here, maybe in the future, maybe with more refined builds or maybe a specific role for her. But for now, in my opinion, she's a PvE champion, a very, very, very good one. But for now, a PvE champion in my mind. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. If you guys do, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. It will really help me out. So thanks for watching until the end. Appreciate you all. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next video.